How you know you're magnetic, man? A lot of us think we magnetic, but are you really magnetic? Or do you think you're magnetic? Today we're gonna go through some steps of how you know you're magnetic. Number one, this is how you know you're magnetic. Because number one, people stare at you, but it's not a mean stare or a rude stare. It's more of a curious stare. Who is this person? What does this person do? Why do I naturally feel curious to find out more about this person? So if you have that magnetic energy or you're on a high vibration, people are going to stare at you. And you can definitely tell the difference between a mean stare, a rude stare, or a curious stare. They may even approach you and try to spark a conversation randomly. So if you're consistently approached or you feel as if people are always curiously staring at you, most likely you're vibrating on a different level. So keep doing what you're doing. Number two, kids acknowledge you and they feel safe around you. That is a big one. Have you ever been in the grocery store or walking down the street and then the kid walks by and it could be an infant, it could be a real small baby that's 3, 4 months and they crack the smile. They make the eye contact. Or out of everybody in the room, they only say hi to you. That's how you know your vibration's high. Kids feel energy on a different level. So with that being said, man, understand if you're magnetic, kids are going to acknowledge you. Kids are going to feel safe around you. Kids are going to feel that energy and they know what real energy is. Number three, animals feel real safe around you. Animals are real big on energy, man. They pick up on things that a lot of humans don't pick up because they use different senses than we do. So if animals are really comfortable around you, that means you have that good energy. And we're not talking about, those animals that have been abused, things of that nature, because they're naturally going to be fidgety with everybody. But if animals feel safe around you, that means most likely you vibrating on a different level, big dog. A very important one that I want to go through is number four. Number four is strangers tell you their life stories. That's a huge one. That let me know I'm vibrating on a different level. There's been times where I'm walking down the street and I will have somebody randomly come up to me and tell me their life story about their triumphs, their struggles, their battles, even some of the wars now. And in return, this is where we drop the ball. We have to share our stories back. People are naturally closed off. So if somebody comes up to you and they're opening up to you, you need to do your part and share your story back. That's what human life is about. It's about connection. It's about meaningful connections. But with that being said, man, if strangers are telling you their life stories and you've never met this person, they randomly talk about this, that means you're vibrating on the high level. We live in a world where people are closed off. The only place they are open is online, and that's not even really open. So, big dog, that's how you know you vibrating on a different level. When people are telling you their life stories and you have no clue of who they are. Number five, here's another big one. The room shifts when you walk in the room. You can go into the room and not be noticed. And then you can walk into the room and take all the sight, take all you can go into a room and not be noticed, or you can step into a room and control the energy. When you walk in the rooms, everything stops. That could be male or female. When you walk into the room, everybody heads turn. When you walk into the room, you always feel you see people out your peripherals with that same curious stare. That's how you know you're vibrating on a different level. It's about controlling that energy and maintaining it. Number six, how you know you have a high vibration. Number six, the universe speaks to you in numbers and signs. Sometimes we be asking for the sign and we overlook it. Sometimes the message that you need is not even coming from a fortune cookie. Maybe it's coming from somebody that you know, or even a stranger that has walked up to you. You have a conversation and he gives you some advice that you need to hear, or you're able to find something out of that conversation that you could put towards a area in your life to move your ball forward towards your dream. That's huge, man. The universe speaks to us, or God speaks to us in signs and numbers. You already know what I'm talking about if you have a high vibration. Right when you need to see a sign, that sign comes to you. But half of the time, a lot of us ain't looking for it. So if you have a high vibration, keep an eye out for those signs. Keep an eye out for those signs with numbers. Keep your eye out for the signs with people, places, and things.